Are you meant to be a personal stylist? Let's talk about it. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. One of the things that I have spoken about numerous times on my channel over the years are different things regarding personal styling or fashion styling or image consulting, because it has been a topic of interest for all of you for many years now. And so of course I will leave links to past videos regarding this industry down below. But because I've covered so much fashion and so much about the personal styling industry, I have gotten countless emails, DMs, comments regarding personal styling, and many of you have been curious about this industry and is it right for you? And oh my gosh, it's my dream job and I would love to jump into it, but I'm kind of scared. Like, how do you know it's the right fit? And so I wanted to give some attention to this in a video because this is a very common question that comes up. A lot of people are dreaming about it. They're almost ready to do it, but it's like, how do I know I'm the right fit for this industry? And so let's talk about some signs as to whether you would be a potential good fit for the personal styling industry. Now, for any of you that are ready to jump into the personal styling industry, I would love to have you inside of my online personal stylist training. This is a robust 10-week program where you will learn all the ins and outs of the personal styling industry, train to be a personal stylist, and learn little nuances that aren't covered everywhere else about how to properly style someone. This is also a chance where you and I will get to know one another, as well as I'm always available in the private Facebook group for my students, answering their questions as I go through the material, because I want you to have a crystal clear understanding of how to jump into this industry. And so with these 10 modules, we will cover everything from body type, body dimensions, bone structure. We get into personality styling, which is a little bit like the KIB system, just a little bit more updated. And we get into the personality of your clients, how to put together looks for people. We get into the business levels of dress, because this has to be one of the things that mystifies so many people. We'll get in all levels of dress depending on, to make sure you understand it, so that if your clients are in various areas of their life, whether they're in a corporate environment, maybe more casual and at home, they're getting ready for an evening thing, you will know exactly what to do for them, which is really exciting. So you will have all this information to just enhance your styling skill and make sure you are absolutely ready to blossom within this industry. And because I know so many people are worried, how does a session actually unfold? How do you do this? What questions do clients ask? What comes up during, wardrobe session or a personal shopping session? And don't worry, I've got your back in that too. I actually have recorded live sessions that I've had with clients, just so you can see how a personal wardrobe session would unfold or a wardrobe makeover would unfold. And shopping, I'm going to break down all the personal shopping and again, how to facilitate this so that you can take any client shopping with so much ease. And we also get into virtual styling, because I truly believe nowadays you cannot not have something that has a virtual element to it. To me, it's a non-negotiable in today's industry. And so I will show you how to translate your skill that you can do in person and be able to do it virtually with people as well. So if you're in a rural area, let's say, for example, and you cannot be near a metropolitan area where you might traditionally find stylists, not a problem. Everything is within a click of a button, and you'll be able to serve people around the world. And if that weren't enough, you also get workbooks along with everything, plus you will have a private Facebook group to connect with the other students, with me, as you go through all of the material as well, which is very exciting. And I will give you all the step-by-steps on how to get started in this business. So if you want more information on how to get into this beautiful field, if you want to jump into this training, I will leave the link for this program down below. You can check it out. All the students, once they've done their homework, also get a certificate of completion too, which is really, really cool. All right, now the first sign that might be nudging you or shows that you might be a good fit to be a personal stylist is that you crave more freedom for yourself. This might sound silly, but I cannot tell you over the years when I'm styling someone in stores how many men and women I've bumped into that tell me how much they love this job and that it's their dream. And they're basically already doing some kind of version of this in retail, let's say, for example, or maybe they're working in Sephora, or maybe they are thinking about getting into retail as a stepping stone into styling. And so they've got this, this craving for more for themselves, and they're kind of already, skirting around the fashion industry already anyway, which is very, very cool. Like, there are so many wonderful, talented human beings I have met in retail stores as I'm pulling and doing things for clients, which is absolutely incredible. But if you're looking for freedom, rather than building somebody else's dream, let's have you build your own. One of the beautiful things about being a personal stylist is that you get to create your own hours. You can decide when you want to see clients, when you don't want to see clients, when you want to work on some of the back end of your business, and when you want to have downtime to relax. Because ultimately, I feel like a lot of us, as much as we love our work, you do want an element of balance to your life so that you can enjoy the fullness and richness of life. And that comes with freedom. And, as much as I work, like I am a busy woman, I so appreciate the freedom that my job provides, and that I can create a schedule that works for me and my family and allows me to live a life that feels just as full in my work time as it does in my personal time as well. And so if you're someone that's wanting to create more freedom, you want to call the shots when it comes to the hours that you work, when you don't work, when you see people, when you don't, this is a really beautiful nudge in that direction. Now, another sign you might be a good fit to be a personal stylist is that you're kind of the go-to for friends and family for fashion advice. This was the case for me when I got into this field. I always got calls or photos or like texts, like even though text just started, my God, I'm dating myself here, but text just started when I was getting into styling. And so I would get all these messages and friends and family wanting my feedback on their outfits or what they should wear, right? Like, have you never gone out with like girlfriends or something? You're like, what are you going to wear tonight? Right? Like, it's so exciting. And so if you're someone where you're a sounding board for people and they're like, what do you think of this look? Do you think this looks chic? Like, what do you think of this kind of situation? What do you think of this outfit? Should I buy this? Should I not buy this? That's a really good element that you've obviously got an eye for style already anyway. It's very clear that the loved ones around you are seeking your opinion because they love to hear what you have to say. They appreciate your eye. And so to me, this is a great sign of potentially jumping in and being a personal stylist, because you just get to use a gift that comes to you so naturally, and then you'll get to enhance it through some training and just rock everyone else's world that you get to meet along the way in terms of clients, which is really, really special. And, I always said, even when I was younger and I was the go-to for all of my friends and family, I mean, I still am anyway, but when I was like thinking about this beforehand, I remember shopping with my mom, and I would say to her all the time, like, my God, I wish I could get paid for this. I would do it for free. I love it so much, right? And now that's my reality. I get to be paid to shop and make people look and feel beautiful. And the bonus of this too is that you get to socialize. So if you love being with people, if you're a people person, right? Obviously you're going to be in someone's personal space when you are styling them. And so if you have a great skill to be with people in addition to loving to shop and having an eye, already anyway, and people are asking for your advice, I think that's something that is incredibly powerful. Now, another sign you are meant to be a personal stylist is that you want to help people. One of the things that I found really frustrating when I was growing up was that I wanted to help and I didn't know how. My dad was a very successful chiropractor. I mean, he's since retired. And I was surrounded by all of these like brilliant people in my world that were helping in different ways, typically in healthcare. And I was like, I almost dove into that industry, but I thought, just something about it's not quite me. Like, there was just something that was missing that I was hesitating on. And I was so bummed because I thought this meant that I wasn't going to get to help people. And so what I've come to realize is that styling is actually a very cool superpower, because you help so many people in a vast variety of ways. You will not only help them get promotions, you will help your clients boost their income from looking the part and looking sharper and getting noticed in business. A lot of my clients speak to the fact that they've gotten more sales after we've worked together. You'll help people feel happier about their body and their image, and that ripples into all other aspects in their life, because when you're feeling good about you, you show up stronger in the relationships around you. You're happier in the relationships around you because you're feeling good. You've cleaned up your energetic side of the street, so to speak. And so that's really powerful. You're also helping men and women feel really good in their clothing. You're making them look good in their clothing, which is really cool too. There's just so many benefits of people working with a personal stylist and how you help them, how that ripples into the rest of their life, even just from the aspect of saving money, right? Not having wasted purchases, feeling like they're on this hamster wheel of fashion that will never satisfy them. It's such a freeing thing to be able to help people in so many different ways and to touch their lives into so many different ways. And so the more and more I got into this industry, the more I realized you help people self-actualize through style, and that you help them grow through style, or rise through style, as I say all the time. Like, the more magical what you do becomes. And this is one of the things that I've loved so much about my job, is how it serves other people and trickles into every aspect of their life. Now, another cool benefit, or sign, I should say, if you're looking to become a personal stylist, is that you want more financial freedom. You know, I was someone that was always on the struggle bus when I was a lot younger in terms of my finances. I felt like a hot mess express, and I just never really knew how to gain the financial freedom that you hear everybody else talk about. And even when I Googled what a stylist would make back in the day, I was like, I don't even know if I'll ever make that. And it didn't even seem like, I had all these massive aspirations, but I was just setting the bar so low for myself. And what has shocked me, because I heard other people around me as I got into this industry, how can you make any money? Do you actually do that full time? Or that's just a hobby. You'll never do anything with that, which was crazy to me. And now the very cool thing about this, and what again serves me deeply and allows me to serve more people deeply because of this, is I've been able to create more financial freedom for myself, which allows my messaging to be bigger and bigger and bigger and serve more people the longer I'm in this field. And so what once was my yearly income is now my monthly income, which I'm so blessed to say, I'm so grateful for that. And I'm even more grateful that it's doing something that I love, interacting with all of you, serving all of you in the best way that I know how, and living out my dream. It is the most special thing, special thing on the planet, because my mission in life is to help as many women feel beautiful and empowered as possible. And whether that's with them working with me one-on-one, or me helping other stylists, and they'll be out helping more women feel that way, that's important to me. I want to serve that way. And through that has come a lot of financial freedom, which again, I'm so, so grateful for. And I would love to show you how to do the same thing for yourself. So don't listen to the rumors about, you'll be broke or you can't make money as a personal stylist. It's just not true. It just means that whoever has maybe experienced that, maybe didn't have the tools to create the financial freedom for themselves, or had no mentorship, or, there's a whole slew of reasons why that could be the case, but it doesn't have to be true. Now, another sign you might be meant to be a personal stylist is because you keep thinking about it. You keep thinking about it. I cannot tell you, again, if I think about the wonderful humans I've met in the retail space when I've gone to pull clothing for clients, or just people that I've interacted with over the years, they'll tell me how they've chewed on this idea for days, months, weeks, years even. And they keep coming back to what a fantastic opportunity or job this might be for them. And I just think, come on. I always think that, the nudges that we get, the things that we can't really let go of, are the universal nudges to kind of push us in the right direction. Because I truly believe the desires on our heart are given to us by the divine. I don't believe that, anything's put on our heart for a negative reason. And I know, because I was here too, I know the hardest part about getting into something new is just making that initial decision to jump. It is very scary to step into something that feels unknown, right? We are creatures of comfort. And so to step into something and sort of abandon what we've known before and take a leap of faith in ourselves, trust ourselves, can be very scary. But the thing that I tell a lot of aspiring stylists, and I tell my students or any of the stylists I coach, is that trust yourself. You can trust yourself. You are your own safety net. You won't let yourself down. If this is truly something that you are passionate about, and you lose sleep over it, you're so excited, or you dream about it all the time, allow yourself to step into that vision. I know, and I've talked about this on my podcast a lot before, but there were so many times where I'm like, I thought the fashion industry was very scary. I thought it was cold. I didn't even know how to get started. I had no entrepreneurial experience before jumping into this industry. And, you know, I felt like I was feeling my way in the dark a lot of the time. And I'm so glad, due to how my life has turned out, that I took that risk on myself, because it's not only afforded me the dream life that I have, but it's also just really increased my confidence and self-trust. And that is just priceless to me. Knowing that I'm a woman that has her back, has her own back. And I'm sharing this because I know that you are someone that has your own back too. Like, you are very capable of it. If I can do it, you can do it, right? I'm no one special. If I can do it, you can do it. And again, I would love to show you how. So if you resonated with any of these points, if they feel good to you, if they ring true in your heart, I would love to have you inside of my online personal stylist training. And again, I will leave the link for all of the information down below. The doors for this registration or for this program close in a couple of weeks. And other than that, I am sending you all the love to the moon and back, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye.